Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy.
Do you think Meek Mill's gay?
We all know he's gay.
We try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am today.
So let me ask you something. Did Orlando Brown actually know what was going on with Meek Mill this whole time? Because for years now, people have been whispering about Meek and Diddy. You know the kind of whispers I'm talking about, the ones that don't go away. And then that pool video started making the rounds again. You know the one. After some alleged private event, people couldn't stop talking about it. But now Orlando Brown is coming forward saying he's got information that makes everything make a whole lot more sense. And honestly, what he's saying is deeply disturbing. But let's rewind for a second, because this whole thing really exploded when a lawsuit dropped. A producer who goes by Lil Rod decided to sue Diddy. And guess whose name got dragged right into the middle of it? Meek Mill's. The lawsuit didn't hold back either. It claimed that Diddy was out here bragging about having relationships with both Meek and Usher. And allegedly, these weren't just casual friendships. They were tied to promises about boosting their careers. Now Usher, he stayed completely quiet, radio silence. But Meek? Oh, people started digging. Old interviews resurfaced, past comments about his lifestyle, his upbringing, and the internet started connecting dots that maybe shouldn't have been connected in the first place. And this is where things take a turn. Because right in the middle of all this chaos, new so-called receipts started popping up online. We're talking about an audio recording. And people, this audio, it's uncomfortable, like genuinely hard to listen to. It allegedly came from some private party, and the rumors flying around claim the voices on that recording are Diddy and Meek. Apparently, whoever recorded it followed them into a private room and just hit record.
Everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive.
Now, I'm not saying it's confirmed, but once that audio hit the internet, it spread like wildfire. So naturally, people went back to that old pool video. You remember it, right? Meek's in the pool and he looks uncomfortable, like visibly tense. And Diddy's right there, recording him, hyping him up, saying all this stuff that people are now calling coded. The way he's talking, the energy in that clip, it just hits different now.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
And once the internet got a hold of it again, blogs couldn't stop posting it. Social media couldn't stop dissecting it, frame by frame, word by word. But it doesn't stop there. People started pulling up everything. Screenshots surfaced showing that Meek allegedly followed some pretty explicit adult content pages on Twitter. And then his old lyrics got thrown back in his face. Lines where he hinted at behavior that, let's just say, didn't help his case. Whether it was intentional or not, the public took it and ran. The scrutiny got intense.
Dream chasers, nigga. I hope they forgive me for what I did with Diddy. Real street forever. Bitch, I'm the king of Philly. Carl Rice all.
Now here's where it gets messy. Meek finally responds. He's on vacation somewhere, posting on social media, and he's clearly frustrated. He's talking about how people are getting paid to tear others down online. He brings up how every time a black celebrity gets indicted or caught up in something, the whole internet turns into a circus. And he's not wrong about that part. But what people noticed? He didn't say a word about Diddy, not one. And that silence? That's what really got people talking. And of course, 50 Cent couldn't resist. You know he couldn't. He jumps in and starts mocking Meek's album sales, throwing around those old boy toy rumors like it's nothing. He's basically telling Meek he has no business being on vacation when his career's in the state it's in. It was disrespectful, sure, but also classic 50, calculated, trolling at its finest. So Meek fires back. He corrects the sales numbers, explains the business strategy behind his recent releases, throws a few insults back at 50. But again, nothing about Diddy, not a single mention, and people picked up on that immediately. The one thing everyone wanted him to address, he dodged it completely. And 50, he wasn't done. He posts this old video of Meek at a party, literally serenading Diddy. The caption was sarcastic, mocking, calling Meek a loyal partner using language that was meant to humiliate, and his fans ate it up. They saw it as confirmation, as 50 doubling down on everything people were already thinking. Now let's talk about Orlando Brown for a minute, because this man has been speaking on Diddy in the industry for years. He's talked about witnessing powerful people exploiting young talent.
Pay somebody $100 grand to investigate that he has nothing to do with anything with Diddy.
Man, look, you can't take back what your received.
Using career promises as bait, he's described the whole environment as predatory, and for the longest time, people wrote him off, thought he was exaggerating, thought he was unstable.
That will make you buckle, bro. It make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, cause man, people done lost their families, bro. People done lost their kids and shit.
But Orlando didn't just talk about the industry in general. He made it personal. He's claimed that Diddy pursued him directly, that the experience left him traumatized. And when you watch the interview where he talks about it, his face says it all. He's serious, emotional, and he says it didn't just happen once. And then he drops another bomb. He alleges that some parents knew what was happening, that they were aware, and that awareness helped these powerful figures avoid accountability. He's suggesting there was a whole system in place protecting this behavior.
You gave me the ooshkash goosmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. I mean, you gave me the ooshkash muash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshkash muash.
And
that ooshkash muash. You know what I'm talking about, Diddy?
And people, adults, the moms, the dads, right there on Target commercials, right there on Walmart commercials, and you're looking at the people that are missing, and they're smiling like they're happy, but they're going back to hell. I just think that, people just need to realize what they're looking at when they're watching the television. Everything is right in front of you. The revolution was televised.
And that's a heavy accusation. So when it comes to Meek and Diddy, Orlando's not shocked, not even a little. He says Meek made his own choices, that it wasn't about pressure or manipulation, it was a decision. He doesn't buy the narrative that it was purely for career advancement. And he doesn't stop at Meek either. He throws Rick Ross into the mix too, making similar claims about him.
That made it seem as if perhaps Diddy and Meek Mill has...
I mean, to each their own, and why would they not have when they're gay rappers?
They.
Do you think Meek Mill's gay?
We all know he's gay.
Who's we?
Rick Ross knows he's gay.
I didn't know. It's news to me.
Everybody, Rick Ross knows.
You think Rick Ross would sign a gay rapper?
Rick Ross knows he's gay, is what I said. Everybody know he paid me $2,000 to say that, right?
Me?
You only paid me $2,000.
Now, the public reaction to Orlando has been all over the place. Some people say he acted crazy on purpose, like it was a defense mechanism, a way to protect himself. Others genuinely believe he was traumatized and that people just didn't understand what he was going through. But here's the thing, with everything that's come out recently, a lot of people are going back and listening to what Orlando said years ago, and they're thinking maybe he was telling the truth the whole time. Maybe he wasn't as far off as we thought. And now people are actually supporting him for speaking out. So if you made it this far, you know you need to see what else is connected to all of this. Go check out the next video because trust me, this rabbit hole goes deep and we're just getting started.